Who else?
I think we talked about it a little bit last week, the Travis Jay's return, and it seemed like maybe you guys found something there. Is he at a point health-wise where he can be that guy? And what does he give you?
Yeah, I mean, the last couple of weeks he's looked good. Going into the year, he was a guy that we wanted to get the ball in his hands and get him some opportunity for some touches. And, just the way the early season played out for him health-wise, it didn't really play out that way. But, that was a good sign for him to be able to get in the game last week. He was excited to get the opportunity again, and hopefully we have an opportunity to build upon that as we get into the second half of the year.
Coach, is Jermaine at a point now for you guys where you're seeing maybe other teams really realize just how potent of a force he is, I mean, whether that's running away from him or are there things that maybe we don't see following the ball that Jermaine's doing for you guys?
Yeah, really probably about, I'd say the third week of the year, we saw some more protection schemes probably being turned his direction. A little bit more of the run game going away from where he was aligned. So we've been, and how much you guys kind of notice this on a down in and down out basis, I'm not sure, but we've moved him around quite a bit. Try to get him some different types of matchups, moved him inside some where he's aligning more as an interior defensive lineman, put him on both sides into the boundary, into the field. So we don't want to make it easy. Obviously, if a team wants to turn the protection to where he is, that they're going to be able to identify that and see him. But every time that happens, we feel like we have some capable rushers opposite of where he is, and hopefully that's going to create opportunities for some other people. But we're going to continue to be creative with where we put him and not make our opponents work easy, just always knowing where he's at and try to create the best one-on-one matchups that we possibly can.
He following up on Jermaine, he is starting to get a lot of attention beyond just game to game. I mean, he's on the finalist list for some high-profile awards. How has he handled all of that? I mean, it's kind of a new experience for him. He's not probably been that guy nationally before.
Yeah, I think he's taken everything really well. I mean, he takes everything in stride. We talk, every day about just kind of big picture and where things are. And, I haven't noticed any difference in his approach or his work ethic as he's gotten a little bit more national attention. I do think it is something that twofold for him. I think one, he is a little bit used to it. Obviously he was on the TV show when he was coming out of junior college, and I think that kind of got him some exposure. And then he being a national recruit, I think he's kind of used to a little bit of that limelight. And I think now he's kind of in his element. He's doing the thing that he loves to do, which is obviously playing. And I don't think that some of the outside noise has been something that has distracted him in any way to this point. He seems super grounded in everything he's doing, and I expect a really good second half of the year out of him.
Coach Norvell spoke some about Patrick Payton and to a lesser degree George Wilson, their development, them getting after, and he spoke a lot about Payton adding weight and whatnot. Just wondering what you've seen from those guys through half of the season in practice, what the reps are getting.
Yeah, the bye week was a good opportunity to get back to some real hands-on one-on-one time with a lot of the younger guys. And Pat's been with us really kind of with that travel group most of the year, so I've been able to kind of keep pretty good tabs on his development and his progress, which every time he goes out on the field you can see some progress in his overall play. But George, it's really the first time in several weeks that I've had an opportunity to, even though on Sundays we do get that time with him, but that an increased amount of time during the bye week to work with him, you could see that he has some natural pass rush ability, some twitch that obviously can't be coached or taught. It's just kind of something you have, and I've been really excited to watch him and see him work, and I do feel like when they both get a year in the weight room and get a year with Coach Storms and have that added weight and strength, they're both going to be good players in this program.
With you guys being able to get out last week, see some schools and talk to high school coaches, could you just talk about what kind of feedback you've been getting and what have they been saying about, your guys' program from what they've seen?
Well, I thought the reception on the road was really positive. We've been able to build some good relationships in the short amount of time that we've been here, and the schools that I went to, I feel like I have good relationships there, and I think they see a lot of the same things that you see and that we're all aware of. Is that the last 2 weeks are progress in the program. That there were some games early on in the year that we had an opportunity to win that we didn't quite put away, and when you've coached long enough or been around long enough, a lot of these like a lot of these high school coaches have, they've probably had similar experiences. So there's a lot of shared experiences just talking about the year to this point, and just what we have to do to continue to build. And I thought the reception on the road was really good.
Anything else? All good? Okay. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.